Hey, what's going on, guys? Billy here. And let's do this like usual. Last time I talked to you guys, we were 94 miles from Pendleton, right? So I'll catch y'all up real quick before I get into the meat and potatoes of what this video is about. Okay? Sorry if I'm breathing hard, still messing with the broke ribs and stuff, which is what this video is going to be about. But first, we're going to do our little lead in. So last time I talked to y'all, we were 94 miles south of Pendleton in Morris, or Seymour, Indiana. So we drove up to Pendleton, dropped that load, drove up to Muncie after that, picked up a load, headed to Salina, Kansas. Spoiler alert, we never made it to Salina, Kansas. So we picked that load up and we drove the rest of the day till later on, like 5:30 or 6. Then we got to Greenville, Illinois, and we had my accident. But so that's the lead in. Let's talk about it. All right, if you guys seen the title or the thumbnail or whatever, you're probably the whole point of this video is to talk about my accident. What happened, right? I mean, I've done some live feeds where I couldn't really breathe good and I couldn't talk good and all that stuff, right? So I'm feeling better now. Still in a lot of pain, but I'm functional, stuff like that. Anyway, sorry if I say a lot. It's a weird subject to talk about. So, we were in Greenville, Illinois, and we were shut down. I'd sent in all the macros, all the messages, all the paperwork, stuff like that. Me and Ty had done our wind down, or whatever. So, I start getting ready to go take a shower where it loves. So, I get all my stuff ready, get all the trash picked up, put by the door, put my bag by the passenger door, and stuff my wallet into my pocket, and I'm going to get out. I've heard some comments. I had 3 points of contact, right? But when you initially start to get out of the truck, right? You're not pulling or pushing. You're just holding on and stepping out. Well, as soon as I stepped on that top step, it kind of forced my foot, and I think it forced it into the truck and kind of pushed me off because I went a good 3 or 4 feet from the truck. And the way it messed up is I'm thinking I went to catch myself like this and the force of the ground, even though I don't have no marks or nothing on my arm, forced it into the side, right? And I broke my top 6 ribs on this side. My top left quadrant of ribs, right? You got 24 ribs. I broke 6 of them. I also put a small puncture in my lung, which caused air to be between my lungs and ribs. I'm still kind of dealing with that. I've got to wait for it to dissipate because they didn't want to do a procedure just to get that. Okay, so that's kind of what led to it, right? I fell out. I didn't hit my head or anything. I didn't go unconscious because of a concussion or anything. But the pain was so great that it knocked me out. I don't know if you guys have ever felt pain so bad that you passed out. That's what I did. And I don't know how long I was out for. It could have been 30 seconds, could have been 5 minutes, I don't know. But I woke up and I couldn't breathe. And it was scary because I was trying to yell for help, but I couldn't. I was doing everything I could just to maintain my breaths. And so I was just scared. On the ground, in the cold, it's fucking freezing outside. Freezing, obviously, because I slipped, right? So I'm in a puddle. Then I start doing a different thing where I'm like, ah, and I think, I don't know if Ty heard that or not because he had his headphones on top bunk. I haven't talked to him in great detail about this. I haven't really seen him since the accident. So, we did that. So I did that. Ty eventually finds me. I don't know if it's because the door was open and the cold breeze hit him because he was getting ready for a shower or what. I don't know. And he gets out and he's like, "Hey man, what are you doing? You got to get up. You got to get up. Get back in the truck." I was like, "No, I can't." I wasn't really talking. I was like, "I can't." That's basically I'm talking. Get up. We need to get in the truck. I can't. You know what I mean? I'm just screaming as much as I can with the pain I'm going through. And so I do that for a minute. Um, he didn't want to call the ambulance initially. He wanted to try to help me back into the truck. I knew pretty much immediately I didn't want to, but I was going to have to go to the ambulance. Right? I was going to have to. So I had him call the ambulance for me. It was probably something like, "Yeah, call the ambulance." So they called the ambulance. At this point, I'd already rolled around in some puddles, so I was pretty wet and cold. So Ty got me one of my blankets and put it on me to kind of keep me warm, which was amazing. Stayed with me until the ambulance got there. When he seen the ambulance coming, he ran out to where they were and guided them to me. Once they got there was 3 of them. Ty had already helped me up to my butt, so I was sitting there because sitting up is the best position. I cannot lay down. I cannot lay down. It's too much pain. So he helps me up. The ambulance gets there. They help me into the. They help me into the. They help me onto the stretcher. No flatboard or nothing. They just pick me up and put me on the stretcher, put me in the ambulance, carry me to Greenville Hospital, some Christian named hospital in Greenville. So there they give me a shot of morphine. We do X-rays. We do. Then they start putting me on hydros, which I've been on every 4 hours since then. It helps. I still feel pain, but I think the pain would be what the hydros do is they help me be functional. They help me move around. They don't help as much. They don't get rid of the pain or anything. They help. So we're at the hospital. I get my X-ray, start on the medication, get a CAT scan, which was fucking miserable because I had to lay on my back. Once they did that, they moved me back to the room. They determined I had six fractured ribs, and they said I had an air pocket in my chest. They didn't know how big. They didn't know anything about it. They just knew that existed, right? So they were like, we don't want to keep you here. So they called around, found a bigger hospital, which was Mother Elizabeth in O'Fallon, Illinois, right? So they load me up in an ambulance, take me over there. I was in O'Fallon from Saturday morning until Tuesday afternoon, right? They did X-rays on me the first day I was there. They did a CT scan on me the next day on Sunday. And they determined, I did have 6 fractured ribs and I did have a pocket of air, but it wasn't bad enough to where they needed to operate on it. So they kept me till Tuesday and released me. So, so then they released me from the hospital, and on Tuesday, and thankfully my parents came up and picked me up, because it's scary when you're out there as an OTR driver, and you don't know what's going to happen, right? So they paid my parents. I'll get into specifics when I talk about my workers' comp video that I do about this, because I'm going to cover a whole different part with workers' comp and stuff. So they did pay her to come out and get me, though, mileage pay, and it was good. They took care of my mom, CFI did. I don't know if they had to or not, but they did. So then we drove to Joplin that night. We got there late. They gave me a hotel room, and my parents. They gave us one hotel room. I didn't need a bed because, like I said, I can't lay down. So they did that, and the next day I had to go in, fill out some workers' comp stuff. Like I said, we'll cover that in a different video. What else did they do? After that, they let me go. They let my mom drive me back to my truck. and they sent a mechanic out there to help me go through my truck and figure out what I needed to take with me, which was cool. We got everything we needed, and then we headed back down to Texas. And we got home, and I've been home ever since then. So that was Tuesday. No, that was... we got back Wednesday evening. And so I've been here... No, we got back Tuesday evening. I've been here since then. It's Thursday now. Like I said in my live feed, guys, I don't know how many videos I'm going to do while I'm home. I'm going to get this one out. I'm going to start a workers' comp video, but I'm not going to finish it until it's done. I may try to record some recorded stuff. Like I may finally do the training video or whatever if I'm feeling up to it. Don't expect any vlogs. I'm not going to vlog my home time because honestly, it's not that exciting. I can't do much. I'm not doing anything. I'm just recovering, relaxing, trying to get better, and waiting on them to give me a workers' comp doctor appointment. But like I said, talk about all that in a workers' comp video. That may be a vlog style video, and not in the sense that I'm gonna do a bunch of cool camera angles and stuff like that, but in the sense that I'm gonna talk. I may right after this I may record the first part of it, and then when I get more information, record that. And then when I get more information, record that. Just so I'm not trying to go back and remember everything, so I'm keeping it fresh. But I can say this, guys, don't worry about me. So far, CFI has taken care of me. They've been on the up and up and about everything, and believe me, if they're not, I will let y'all know. Y'all will be the first ones I'll let know. But so far, CFI has treated me good. My family's taking care of me. I had some money saved up. Workers' comp and stuff like that is taking care of me. I don't need money. I don't need anything. Luckily for me, I work for a great company who so far is taking care of me. If the time comes where I need something, I've got countless friends and stuff to help me out. So I don't want you guys sitting at home worrying about Billy Rains and if he's going to make it or if he's okay. I got 2 more videos to put up before this one. Then I'll put this one up, but you already know that if you're watching this. I'll try to put it up as quick as possible so that you guys know that I'm okay. But yeah, just don't worry about me, guys. I'll be fine. I'm resting, relaxing. I'll be on that road probably in a few weeks. And I'll be back out there with you. So don't worry about me. I'm doing okay. So that being said, down in the description below is a lot of stuff. Instagram, stuff like that. I've put some pictures on there from me in the hospital and stuff like that. My Twitter's down there, but I don't really use that. I use that more for keeping up with wrestling and MMA and stuff like that. My email's down there if you have any questions or anything. There's some cool channels down there to check out. There's a link to my Cash App if you're interested in supporting the channel in any way. I use that money for, like, I call it the Billy Rains Foundation. Thanks to that money, I'm able to do stupid stuff like when I gave Trucker B $200 to run around the truck stop parking lot stuffing a submarine down his throat. Trucker B, there's a link to his channel down below. There's also some links to some videos that I've done down below. While I'm out and stuff like that, if you want to catch up on my old content, that'd be great. Yeah, I've got a lot of videos on my channel. You can watch any of them. And I would appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your support and all this. Any kind words, any well wishes will be much appreciated in this time. But like I said, man, I'm fine. I appreciate you guys' support. I've seen you guys in all the live feeds asking about me, checking on me, and I appreciate it so much. You guys have been amazing. It makes me thankful I started this YouTube journey almost 2 years ago now because I have some of the best subscribers in the world. And I appreciate each and every one of you, even the trolls that want to talk about how fat I am. Anyway, guys, that's going to about do it for this video. I want to thank you guys so much for spending a little bit of your time watching a little bit of my life. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Hey guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment down below. I love getting your comments. I always respond to them, and I appreciate any interaction with the video. Thanks guys. Talk to y'all next time.